Hi, you guys. It's me, just me, Tracy-Lee. I wanted to come on and do something a little bit different. I was in here pilfering. I can't even talk. Pilfering around and dug out Granny's toy basket. And I decided I wanted to see what all I had in my basket. So, this is what I had in there. Some of my very first amigurumi that was in that basket. Um, Very first ones. The majority of these are actually test patterns that I've worked up. But then there's some, well, no, I was going to say that giraffe actually right there. That may be my very, very, very first. But no, this is my first amigurumi right here. I call him Crazy Eyes. Are you ready for this? Hang on a second. Let me grab him. He's kind of funny. But he was my first, so I had to keep him. Are you ready? Here, I'll give you a sneak peek. He's my crazy monkey. I used a couple beads for his eyes. I don't know. I thought it'd be cute, but then after I did it, it's like he was just absurd. I mean, just crazy looking. But yeah, the kids loved him. They still do. But he is a little nuts looking, isn't he? But his eyes, they're just sewn on. They're just wobbly. Um, but yeah, he was one of my very first. And as I show these to you, I'm going to lean down here and open up my basket. And as I show these to you, I'm going to go ahead and drop them back. Here, I'll show you my toy basket that I keep them in. My room is a mess. Like I said, I went through my closet. And here's my basket. It's just an awesome picnic basket, but it is absolutely perfect. Whoa. To keep my amigurumi in. But anyway, my basket was actually in that corner over there. And that is a blanket that I made for my daughter, and it started coming apart. I think she let her little dog on it, and you know how that works. But dogs and crochet don't mix. But anyway, I'm going to show you this amigurumi stuff and put it back in the basket and try to get this stuff straightened back up in here again. And next up would be this giraffe right here. My granddaughter toted this thing around so much. Hang on, let me get him out of here. Get these babies. Come here, guy. My granddaughter, she toted him around so much that it just flopped his head right over. You know your amigurumi is dearly loved whenever they end up looking like this. When they started out, stiff-necked, but then they went bloop. But perfect, I mean, that's how she carried him around, just like that. But he's been washed and loved on, and yeah, he's what, about 10 years old, I guess, now. So, yeah, this was one of my very first test patterns that I did. And I started doing test patterns, not just for amigurumi, but any crochet pattern I would test because, whenever I taught myself, well, actually, I learned how to crochet by watching YouTube videos. So, that really didn't teach me really how to read patterns because you just follow along with what they're doing, right? So in order for me to be able to read patterns, I challenged myself and signed up to be a pattern tester. And that's when all of this started. I fell absolutely in love with amigurumi, and I like I really love helping pattern writers, get their patterns worked out, ready to be published for everybody to enjoy. And I mean, I have had such an absolute blast with it. I have learned so much by being a pattern tester. And yeah, I'm going to just continue doing what I'm doing. And yeah, as long as my hand will let me, I'm going to keep doing my amigurumi. But anyway, all right, then let's see. I'm thinking next up. Now, there were things that my granddaughter took with her, and I believe that they're out in the shed still. I'm not entirely sure, but next up is this little owl pillow. Fix his eyeball. Well, his eyes are a little bit cattywampus, but yeah, this was one that was played with quite often. Very, very easy pattern to follow. Yeah, this was one of my very early ones because you can see I crochet extremely tight, especially with my amigurumi. So this was one of the earlier ones. You can tell by I can tell by my stitches and just by how worn it is. Look at his poor eye. About kind of like that crazy monkey, huh? All right, now let's see which one. Let me see. It would probably be. Now, all of these are not test patterns. I did some of these just on my own randomly. Like this turtle right up here. My grandson absolutely loves turtles, so this was one of the first amigurumi that I worked up for him. Several other turtles since I've done him. But yeah, he's been loved too. And he would have his, just like the giraffe, he would just they just kind of grab a hold of his head or his neck and just waller him about. But like after so many washings and so much loving on him, and yeah, still holding up good. Cute, cute. All right, next up would have to be this bunny rabbit. I'm thinking, let's move this little sleepy baby. I don't know. That was a test pattern. Oh, this little bunny rabbit here. This was the first bunny rabbit I did for my granddaughter. And she turned out really cute. Hang on, let me get a different grip on it. I actually used cotton floss for her eyes and then sewn them on. Little pink nose. Her ears are floppy now. They did stand up. But again, it's many years ago. Has little shoes. Her shoes and her dress can come off. Pretty little pearly looking buttons on the back. Her fluffy bunny tail. Yeah, she's pretty. But again, the stitches are rather loose on it. So that's how I know. I can tell it was early and early on. Now these other ones, no, okay. Here's one of my small amigurumi. And their duck. Quack, quack, quack. I did this one here. I kind of got on I had a friend mention to me about wanting me to make her daughter a duck to play in the bathtub with. And I don't know, I was having issues with that because, if it didn't dry properly, if it didn't get, I was afraid it would mildew or whatever. So, yeah. But I mean, that little guy there, I did make her one out of cotton. But yeah, and she told me that she does put it in the bathtub and she's not had any problems with it, but yeah. Anyway, little bitty tiny one. I just did this one just playing around, but didn't turn out cute. I like the little amigurumi. I'm not going to drop these in the basket because I don't want them to be lost. So, but I'm going to put them over here so I don't drop them off my desk. And another little owl. It's just a smaller one. Turned out kind of cute. It's little, the ears. Simple little, I followed the same pattern or same concept as the first one on that. And I've made several of them actually. This is just some stuff that I still have that I saved. This one here, this owl here, which turned out really, really good, I think. This was the first thing well, actually, no, the second thing that I created using the crocodile stitch. The first thing was a mermaid tail blanket, which turned out absolutely beautiful. If I knew how to insert photos, I would do that now for you guys, but I'm not really tech savvy. I do have this computer here, but I don't know how to use it. But anyway, here's my owl. And it turned out cute with the butterfly, no, with the crocodile stitch. I think it turned out really cute, made it look like, feathers. I didn't add any wings though. It needs wings. I just thought of that. I'm sorry. You don't have any wings to fly. Here, let me help you. I'll put you down there with the other one. And early on in my crochet excursion, my when I decided that's what I wanted to do, my honey actually went out and we were actually, what was it? We were yard sailing or flea marketing. And we found a whole bunch of, is it Cokes and Clark or something or other like that, of tapestry wool. And they're all like they're kind of they're not very large. I mean, they're just, very small, kind of like how embroidery floss is. That's how this stuff was. But and it is 100% wool. So I decided to make little, what I call my little woolly wonders with that yarn. And like each color block on this bunny here is all of the color that you get on the little skeins or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I think it turned out so incredibly cute. So what we have started doing is tying all of them randomly, tying all of that wool up together and making one big ball, which I have misplaced it. Go figure. It's not far because, yeah, I love doing my amigurumi. But yeah, I thought he turned out cute. He's just like a little scrappy, woolly wonder. I think he's cute. And put him down here in the basket. Some other little woolly wonders I made was this little teddy bear. Not a test pattern. It's just me doing my thing. But he turned out so cute. And as you can tell now, my stitches are tighter and my everything is stiffer. And that's how, yeah, I love doing my amigurumi. It brings such joy to me. I love watching the little critters come to life, so to speak, Um, but he has to be like one of my favorite teddy bears. One of them. Isn't he cute? But he's made out of wool. The little button eyes I thought was adorable. He has a little bitty tail. And pay attention to your patterns. I have found a lot of patterns that you find, like this bear here. He didn't have a pattern for his tail. They didn't call for a tail. Well, I think he needed a tail. I was hoping that it don't look like a bloop. A bloop bloop. What the bears do in the woods. Bloop. Anyway, sorry. That was goofy. But I think he's cute. I love him. Perfect size, perfect size. And this little critter right here, of course, it is a little hedgehog. Um, I created her completely on my own. Um, yeah, her dress is sewn down. I was like, seeing if she had tail, but no, her dress is sewn. It's actually, her dress is all um one piece with the body. But this turned out actually in my favor. This was a complete and total flop. This turned out, whenever I started, was supposed to be a kitty cat. Far from a kitty cat. So, that's me overthinking things, and it was probably the perfect kitty cat at one point. But I just, like I said, I overthink and I keep doing and doing and doing until it's just like turns into something completely different. And so it is my little hedgehog. There is no way I can make another one like her because I have no clue what I did. But this here is like uh really thick and dense, and but she turned out so incredibly cute. I put a little bit of blush on her cheeks. Isn't she adorable? Just perfect size again. I like that size of amigurumi. And I do, the majority of my amigurumi, I like to use acrylic cotton. No, 100% acrylic. Normally, Red Heart is my preferred because it seems to me like it is stiffer, I guess. But that little monkey, oh my gosh. This is obviously one that I did after Crazy Monkey. Um, and I brushed this one out to make him, fuzzy, kind of like a real monkey would be. Has him a cute little smile, little nose, little fluffiness, little Bigfoot. I think that's what this is actually. I think this is one of them little Bigfoot patterns. I cannot remember. Uh, I cannot remember the name of the writer, but I think they're called Little Bigfoot patterns. But he's super cute too. Little tail. I love him. He's one of my favorites. Again, just perfect size. That guy there has a story behind him. So we're going to go over here. Well, of course, front and center, Detective Pikachu here. He was a test pattern. Absolutely wonderful. If I can find the information, on these ones that I did the test patterns for, I will try and link them down below. But isn't he so cute? This is the first and only Pokemon I have worked on. And he was an absolute joy. I used the black sparkle yarn for the tips of his ears. Pretty little red patches for his cheeks, which I worked up with. I can't tell you what that is. It's a thread. Um, Again, I found a whole bunch of it at a flea market or something. Um, all different sort of colors. One of these days I'll have to show it to you. But it is, all of it has like a sparkly thread that goes through it. Really shiny like. But I thought it turned out perfect for his cheeks. And I did the sparkle yarn up here on his ears because of the electric bolts that he shoots out. I thought that was kind of cool. It may not come out of his ears, but hey. But in his little cape, let's see, even has, I did the detail on his back, his little feet. Yeah, I really like him. He turned out so cute. And yeah, but like I've told girls before, people, about whenever I'm testing the patterns, they're like, they really like what I come up with or how it turns out. But your work is only as good as your pattern, So let's check out the little sleepy baby. Just has eyes, no mouth. You can tell all your secrets to this baby, and she won't tell nobody. She's a secret baby. And apparently you can be stinky and she wouldn't know about it either. She don't care either way. Just love her. She was a test pattern. Again, I'm not entirely sure. If I can find the links, then I will share them with you down below. My basket down here. My babies. Let's go do this sleepy baby here. She's about to fall off anyway. This one here was not, this was a test pattern as well. And it is a sleepy time baby. And all that she had on the pattern was her eyes. But my grandbaby, she's like, Granny, she don't have a mouth. You have to fix her a mouth so she can eat. I was like, okay. So I did her little mouth. And she's like, she can't smell, Granny. She needs a nose. So I put her a little nose on there. And then I put her a little blush on her little cheeks. Yeah, she was happy after that. But she's just a little pillow doll. Just a little sleepy time baby. Just for bedtime. Again, kind of cute. She's kind of funky looking now, but but she had a point. She needed a mouth and she needed a nose. But she don't have any ears, but that's okay. That's okay. She's sleeping. And let's see. Oh, this teddy bear here. It was a early project that I did as well. That's what I'm talking about. No tail on the bear. And now, if I would come across a pattern that, the animals didn't have a tail, I would definitely put one on it. Because that's just how I roll. Did this one out of a sparkle yarn. The specs, let me look at this closer. Yellow and orange, and there's a little bit of blue in there. You can't really tell it. But then I just paired it with the yellow, which it looks better in real life. But like I said, this, again, is one of my earlier works. I can't tell if that's something on there or if it's the yarn. Nope, that's the yarn. You can definitely see the specks on the back side. But that is the specks. But you can tell by my stitches. It's an earlier project. Which didn't turn out too bad. I thought he was kind of cute. The yellow and the brown. Cute. There's a few of these that the heads are like really super heavy. Like this girl here. Her head is just like so big, as you can tell. Her top is not quite right. Let me hold her up. She's very sculpted. Let me tell you. Very sculpted. Mermaid. The pattern did call for, hang on, let me put her down here. Like wire in her arms to pose her. But with having my granddaughter, the grandbabies, I don't like putting anything like that in my amigurumi just because, I want it completely childproof. Now, these are glued on and sewn on as well. The little pearls down here on her fin and on her belly. Like I said, she's very sculpted. She, yeah, I have to fix her top a little bit better. I'm not entirely liking her top. That some of that thread that, like the Pikachu, the cheeks, that's the same type of thread there. I did her a little choker, which is that same thread. And she, again, don't have a mouth, so you can tell her all your secrets and she will keep them. Her red hair, I used, Caron Simply Soft for her hair and just pulled it apart, which turned out pretty cute. Her headband, her flower band, is done all out of cotton floss and a little steel hook. But she's really nice. I mean, she's pretty. I do, like I said, I need to tighten her head up because her head is just like so weeble wobbly. It's crazy. I will do that by using a long doll needle, and I will run thread from the top of her head down to, I don't know, the bottom somewhere, and just keep going back and forth until her head kind of cinches up. And if that don't work, then I will put her uh, I'll do something else around her neck, another choker possibly. I'm gonna lay her easily down in here, that way her top don't come off and her head don't get flopped around too awful much. But isn't she cute? It's cute. And then I have this little girl here. She was also a test pattern. And I thought she had, I still have a string. That's more than likely to tighten her head up because it seems a little bit loose to me as well. Her hair, the hair is like so heavy, and the hair on her, as well as it's the Karen Simply Soft. I like how the Karen hair is shiny and it just looks nice. But she turned out cute. Once again, a little Tell Me Your Secrets doll. She is also sculpted, as you can see with her little feet. Her shoes come off, her dress comes off, and cute. Lay her down here with all her friends. More whips right there. Everybody has them. Don't judge me. My room is a mess. Yes. I'll close this door up. And, all right. It's a little bit warm in here, guys. Whew. Yes, indeed. Let me put these little babies. Put these babies over here. Oh, oh, come on now. Some yarn that I caked up. Come on, little ducky. Stand up. There we go. Little ducky. All right, moving right along. Little magic bear. He's so cute too. Look at his top hat, guys. And I fixed him a rose in his top hat. Isn't that adorable? His hat and his rose and his cape are all done out of thread. Flip his cape up. He has a little tail. See, he didn't have a tail either. And he was a test pattern, and I got a hold of her, and I was like, you know, I have to add a tail just because he needed a tail, in my opinion. But he turned out so cute. So cute. Isn't he adorable? I love his hat. I do. I seriously love his hat. I love his cape. He needs a magic wand. I need to fix him a magic wand of some sort, don't you think? So cute. I love the amigurumi, and I love to do the amigurumi out of the cotton floss because I don't know, it's so satisfying to me. And I have another little floppy head, Tell Me Your Secret baby right here. Her head is floppy. I do have to, the heads on these babies, they're so big, and you have to, you know, I mean, and the hair is heavy, and her hat, I just have it pinned on. Let me show you her hair. Whoa, about dropped her, little girl. Hang on, turn her the other way. I definitely don't want to drop the straight pin. Ooh, I'm hot. I'm sweating. Ceiling fan's on, but yeah, see, I kept the longer strand up here. I think this may be a little wig. Well, no, it's not a wig. It's just the hair done as you're working around on the head. You do the hair strands as you're working the head of it. And I kept a long tail for running the yarn needle through back and forth. And on her little dress and everything, it's sewn completely on her. A little pair of bloomers that I added, just because, you know, if her dress tail flies up, she needs a pair of bloomers on. She don't need her hiney showing. All right. And then her little hat. Her hat turned out super cute. Super cute. I have some little hats like this that was my grandma's. They wasn't crocheted or nothing. They were hanging in her bathroom whenever I was little. And I actually have them in my bathroom now. But they were little, just little hats. And it didn't turn out cute. I like the hat. All right, let me get her back together. Get her in the basket. And move right along. All right. I call her Sally, actually. Oh, oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, maybe not. All right, we'll just pause for the cause. Hang on. All right, got her hat back on. But again, like I said, she don't have any mouth. I mean, she don't have a mouth. I did put a little bit of what I use is either uh cheek blush makeup or eyeshadow for their cheeks to give them a little bit of character. And she can't tell secrets either. Your secret's safe. All right. This is one of my absolute favorite little turtles. I believe this is a Lindsay Peppers pattern. I actually created the little sunflower that he's holding. I used some wire and just crocheted out around the wire. Made a little bitty flower for it. It also has little cheek powder on. But isn't he cute? Oh my gosh. Little white thread around his eyes. Isn't he just so sweet? He has the sweetest little face. I just love him so much. And there's the little shell on him. He turned out so cute. He don't go in the basket. He goes up on my shelf. But we'll sit him right there for now. And the kitty cat. I believe this as well is a Lindsay Peppers. But if not, I'm sorry. I will find the pattern. I will share the link. Little speckled kitty, big old fluffy tail. It's so cute. Has a little purple scarf, little mouth, meow. Kitty cats are very difficult for me to make. I do not know why. Whoops. I do not know why. The only reason why this one turned out is because I was following that pattern. I had to follow the pattern because it was a test pattern. So, yeah, I'm going to put him right here, or put her right here. There you go. And I try aimlessly to make them stand up. If any way possible, I will create them to where they will stand. If I can. Oh, this dude here is so dang funny. It was kind of like oh, don't fall over, bear. A blind pattern testing. I volunteered for this pattern for a surprise amigurumi. And his name is Gloop. Gloop has toes. I do not know what he is. He's just... I don't know. I don't know. He has these little bitty stringly, spraggly arms. Just so funny looking. His mouth opens. It has a pink tongue in there. He has big old ears, bald headed. Yep, he has a nose. And she called him Gloop. And I believe I have the link for this one as well. But he's so silly looking. Oh my gosh. Gloop. Gloop. Going over to the basket. Gloop. In the basket you go. All right, coming back across, we have, what were you called? Bear with moles. Yes, you heard me correctly. Bear with moles. I couldn't get past the mole part. Oh, my finger. Sorry. I forgot to put a band-aid on. I don't know what happened. But anyway, she, on the pattern, the moles, so to speak, were more prominent, but I made mine more like a freckle. Just because I don't want moles on my teddy bear. But yeah, the pattern on this one, it was really cute. It had no difficulty whatsoever. A little tail, once again. Got a little orange tie around his neck. Perfect size. His head is, it is heavy, but he's not real wobbly. And see, that's what these little ties are good for too. They take up part of that space in between the neck and the body. Kind of tightens it up a little bit. And once again, like I say, pretty much on all of my amigurumi, especially if they are fat-headed babies, I will use my doll needle, and I will just run the thread or same color yarn through the body from the top of the head to the bottom, and just keep going until it tightens up enough to where it's not a weeble wobble, so to speak. And on over here, this frog. I love this frog. I did this frog in 100% cotton just to see how I liked working the amigurumi up in cotton. This as well was a test pattern. Really cute, easy pattern. See how you can see my stuffing through the stitches? I don't really care for that. And what I would normally do if I have, you know, time, which actually, you know what? Hang on. Let me look at this a little bit more. No, you know what she had us do on the pattern? These white specks is not my filling. It's not the fiber fill. But she had us running, not cutting our yarn for the color change. We just kept carrying the yarn. That's why there's the green specks on the belly. And then on the back, it's the white specks. That's from the no color change. Just running it back and forth. If I remember correctly, this was a easy pattern as well. And I have found out that I do not care for using my cotton for the amigurumi, not the bigger things like this. It tends to hurt my hand a little bit more. I struggle a little bit with it. But it turned out super cute. Anyway, my little chick. So cute. My little chick. And on the pattern, she didn't have that. It was just this here, and she had the bottom portion of the egg. And she has a little cute little, whoops, come here. Little tuft of hair up on top, her little feathers, her little wings turned out so cute, like little bobble or popcorn stitches. And she also has her little cheek blush. But I went ahead and did, she needed the second part of the egg shell, I thought. So I did her a little flower out of cotton thread. Kind of fancied her up there a little bit. Isn't she cute? So adorable. I'll put you over here by the, put her over here. There she is. And this little teddy bear here. This was one of my last ones that I tested, I think. Or one of my latest, to put it that way. And I do not know what this yarn is. I had received it in a bag. Just some miscellaneous yarn that I had picked up. And so I thought it would be super cute to do maybe like a little tie-dye bear. I may end up putting a patch on its belly. This was as well, I believe this one here was a test pattern as well. He turned out really cute. Cute, cute, cute. Put him there. And then little hamster. Come here, little feller. He's super cute. And I believe this might be a Lindsay pattern as well. His little whiskers and yeah. And I did this one right after that green frog I just showed you, because this was the same concept. We carried the yarn all the way. The little hamster, he turns out sweet. This guy here deserves his very own, whoa. Oh, he don't sit up very well. He's slippery. I used the 100% wool on him. That's why he's so slick. But he deserves a video all on his own, and he's probably going to get it. So I'm not going to say a whole lot about him right now. He's one of my favorites. I do intend on making another one, and I'll talk about that one later. A couple more of my little tiny amigurumi that I've worked on. A little turtle. And this is out of that same thread that I used for Pikachu's cheeks. He's so cute. Cute, cute. Now put him over here with these other little ones. There he is. And then, ooh, almost come to the end, guys. Let's do her first before she falls. A little Miss America here. Absolutely loved working her up. She is so, so cute. I have another one in the making. And her hair, it is a wig. It's worked separately from the head. Did her little button eyes with little blue thread in there. And this is all done out of cotton floss and a steel crochet hook. Tiny, teeny, tiny one. Once again, tell me your secrets. You can tell her your secrets. She won't say nothing. The little bow on her head. Isn't she so cute? I have another one started in that pattern, but haven't got around to finishing it yet because that tiny stuff, it does have a tendency of hurting my hand. Let me put that teddy bear up there. This owl here is so cute. Oh. Whoa. Come here, owl. He's really super cute. Oh my gosh, he keeps falling right out. There. I didn't add any fluff to his ears, but he does have wings. And I used the crocodile stitch for his wings. And around his neck, he has a little tail and these feet. Hearts. Perfect for his feet. He's so cute. And all the owls are basically the same color. I think I was just trying to use that yarn up, I guess. And I know some people do not like clowns. They absolutely hate clowns. But I'm going to tell you right now, I seriously had so much fun. This was a test pattern. I had so much fun creating this clown. He's so pretty. I would like to put a little bit more detail on his eyes. Just a little bit, tiny bit. Using like a silver sparkle thread, actually. And just add a little bit more pop to his face. But he turned out so pretty. Red Heart yarn for the orange and the rainbow color. I cannot remember the name of that yarn, but it is Red Heart. I know that for a fact. His hair, again, is out of Karen Simply Soft. And how I did his hair, guys, is I used a little dowel rod. And I wrapped the dowel rods up and dampened the hair. I wrapped the hair around the dowel rod. Let me get that right. I wrapped the hair around the dowel rod and moistened it, and then I put it in the oven on a really, really low temperature, and it curled. And he's been in the toy basket for quite some time and has been played with, and his hair is still curly. And it is such a cool idea to create the hair on the dolls. But I think he turned out so cute. His little hat, little pom-pom. His nose is just, it's not a pom-pom. It's, like magic circle and then going around 6 times. But there are my amigurumi babies, guys. And like I said, this teddy bear right here, he has a story of his own. That pattern was gifted to me. Or actually, not really gifted to me. A friend of mine purchased the pattern and couldn't figure it out. But anyway, there he is in all his wonder. And like I said, he will have a story. He has a story on his own. We're already past 47 minutes on this. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at this. I looked up and bam, I forgot too. This is called a spring dragon. It was a test pattern. And he's so cute. He is cute. Cute, cute. He is one as well that they suggested wire. But like I said, I have grandbabies, and I try to make my amigurumi as safe as I possibly can. You know, within reason, especially if it's a test pattern. I do, you know, talk to the you know, the writer, and, you know, okay everything. And she said that was perfectly fine. I didn't have to add the wire, but with the wire, it does make the wings come out. You can, you know, sculpt them any way you want. But this way, you can go like this, and he can fly. I think he'll go on over here, fly on down here in this basket. Basket's full, full. And they're not even all in there. This is my creation. I call him my Hempy Bear. Hempy Bear. I felt like I wanted to do something different. I mean, I seen, you know, photos and images of, they call them stoner bears. I didn't like it. I think they look gross with the, you know, bloodshot eyes and all that crap. So, you know, a Hempy Bear, you know, I use CBD for my hand. This is pretty much, that's what I did pretty much him for, is, for the CBD type thing, but municipal purposes and my, you know, but he turned out so cute. I have created quite a few of them, the Hempy Bears. I wanted, he was my very first one, so I wanted to keep him for my shelf. For myself, to go on my shelf. I'll put him right over there. But anyway, yeah, guys, that is it. So, hey, if you liked what you seen here today, if you liked my amigurumi, tiny amigurumi, you know, give me a thumbs up. And share, like, and subscribe. Subscribe so you can hear the story about that dude right there. I do have to make another one. I don't have to, but I'm going to make another one. And after I tell you this story, then you'll know why. But anyway, I hope this finds everybody blessed, happy, healthy, and have a safe holiday weekend, everybody. Until next time, peace out. Love you all. There goes that finger again. It don't work right. Love you all. All right. Bye-bye.